What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the blue color, playing as Loki. His name is Matreiuss. His opponent today in the red color, playing as Oranos. His name is Grass the Kid. We have a very, very spicy matchup for you today with the Oranos versus Loki here. Matreiuss not wanting to try his Poseidon out, not want to go in with the tried and true Hades here, but he's going in with the Loki, expecting an Oranos here, and I'm excited to see this one. This is going to be a fireworks matchup. Loki versus Oranos is not an easy matchup for either side of the coin. There are so many defensive liabilities that both of these civilizations have got to be keeping in check to get a win here, which just allows for so much outplay potential here, and why this matchup is so much fun. Now, let's talk a little bit about the first defensive liability here, which these civilizations are going to have to take into account. So the first one here for Matreiuss is the Loki defensive liability. It's going to be that first initial secondary hunt. The first initial second, does that make any sense? I don't know. The secondary hunt is the first initial liability that Matreiuss has to figure out how to defend. And how do you defend that? I don't actually know. It all depends about how well Grass and Groom scouts, if he finds where it is, if he puts the pressure onto it nice and early, if Matreiuss can make sure he gets out enough Hersa to defend that one nicely, or if Matreiuss just decides to send his units back home. We do see that Matreiuss has decided to go double Ulfsark here, which I do think is a very vitally important play here against the Oranos. Get as many goats as you possibly can, so that when you inevitably do get pushed off of your second hunt, you can pull back into your main base and eat goats and live the dream where that's concerned, as we do see the Ulfsark still scouting around. One thing that is worth doing from the Loki perspective here in this matchup, and one thing that I think that Grass probably should be considering rather than sending his oracles forward here, is scouting around the back of the Oranos base here. Why do you do this? Well, there's goats there. Look at how many goats you get. 2, 4, 6 goats that you could grab and send back to your main base, which your opponent is not going to be able to grab if you do that in the early stages of the game. This is why I think that the oracles here from Grass, once you spot the second hunt, you should be at least sending 2 oracles around to the sides here to find everything there, whereas one other oracle can move forward and scout out where all of your opponent's hunt is, so you know exactly where that is. And that way you find all the goats and your opponent can't get them. So we'll see what Matreiuss is going to do. He is sending the Ulfsarks around, still trying to find as much information as he possibly can. I do think that Matreiuss here probably doesn't... You don't really need to know where your opponent's hunt is. It's not important. What is important, you can do that later in the game. What is important is finding the goats here. But we see Forseti coming through now for Matreiuss. Matreiuss finishing up on the Caribou there, starting to move forward. Grass and Groom going to be advancing to the classical age here through Prometheus. Really no surprises there. Very rare to see anyone go through Oceanus, though. Yeah, sometimes you think maybe Oceanus isn't the worst of ideas, with the idea of utilizing healing in the classical age. But, I mean, there's just so much value in having access to Valor that we're never going to be seeing Oceanus here in this matchup, or just in general. Unfortunately, it's just not that useful of a minor god. But that could just be the fact that players haven't really worked it out yet. Maybe Oceanus isn't that bad. I don't know. You go have fun with it. Enjoy it. See if you can make Oceanus work. We do see a relic has been picked up here. The Eye of Horus going to be moving into the main area of Grass. He's got his temple right at the back here. House coming up. One thing that I do think is kind of an important way to play here as Oranos is to put your buildings around your main town center. We might see this as a problem here for Grass a little bit later, but if you put your buildings around the town center, you're going to be able to defend yourself against any sort of all-ins on your main town center. The other thing being that you don't really need to have farms on the town center either. So now we're going to start seeing Grass getting hit in the early game off of his hunt here, as this is a very, very standard Grass. He's not in position to defend this. he should be in position to defend this with his oracles. There's only 3 units here for Matreiuss and a troll. He could easily be defending this one here as the Ursa are going to be going after the Caribou. We do see the oracles coming in. A couple of oracles have been heroized here to try and defend this. We've got the military buildings up here, double military barracks at this point, as the villagers will need to retreat back. Meanwhile, we also see Grass on the other location here, grabbing those walrus for the time being. Grass could do a sneaky here and move up onto this position, though he probably feels like something has been spied, but spy has not been utilized just yet. As the Promethean offspring searching around, we have seen that Matreiuss here has managed to get quite a bit of the center hunt here. Not only that, taking down a mana is a really big deal, as we now see the Valor coming through. Handful of Oracle heroes are out. Handful of Murmillos are out here as well, as he's going to be able to push forward and try and defend this mana here. The Ursa with a relic at this point here, if I can click on it, has got the Anvil of Hephaestus here, as the army going to be trying to defend here, but the mana stays alive with 48 HP. That's a big, big win here for Grass. He's also going to be able to snipe down the troll. Almost pick up the troll. He does manage to do so. More Murmillo going to be moving in onto this position, as now Matreiuss is going to have to realize he needs to start making throwing axemen here. The Hall of Thanes is not going to help here. That's 300 resources down the drain for Matreiuss here to defend himself. Effectively, what Matreiuss is saying, by getting himself Hall of Thanes at this point, he is saying, Grass Group definitely take this fight. He is saying that all the map control is now yours. I'm going to move all my villagers back home, and that's going to be it. As we do see the units here trying to retreat through the gate there, as Matreiuss does manage to keep one Ursa alive with 8 HP, but more of these Ursa are going to be falling. Murmillo are just so much stronger than Ursa, as we also see a huge shockwave coming in as a Valkyrie spawn does come through. One villager going to be going down, 2 villagers going to be going down, as the Valkyrie here going to be getting taken down by those Murmillo heroes as well. Matreiuss making a big mistake not trying to keep that one alive, as the rest of the villagers going to pull back into the main base. Matreiuss has now got himself his Hall of Thanes, but he's at 53 population. Grass is at 64 population. Walls coming up all over the place. Grass now going to have full access to all of the hunt. He can move back over onto these Caribou as well at any point here. He can take his opponent's Caribou here as well in this game, which is going to be vitally important. He can also think about dropping himself down a counter barracks here at some point, which he is doing as well, to deal with any sort of throwing axemen that might start coming out. And we do indeed start seeing those coming through here, as the Murmillo starting to come in onto this position, as the Ursa trying to defend here on this position, and it's just not going to be enough. And I come back here, like, just walk back with me like 2 minutes into this game. Imagine, instead of having 300 wood for Hall of Thanes, instead of doing that, Matreiuss got himself out either A, another troll, or B, 3 Throwing Axemen. If you had 3 Throwing Axemen or another troll in this fight, I honestly reckon that maybe Matreiuss wins that fight. Or not maybe, Matreiuss wins that fight, and he can still be on the hunt here. And you can always get that Hall of Thanes later in the game. Nonetheless, Grass retreating back here still gets all the map control. We're now going to start seeing the Ursa pushing across the map. The mana will get cleaned up here finally, as Matreiuss finishes that one there. The villagers still happily grabbing Walrus over here. The game is not yet won for Grass and Groom. He's still got the next portion of this game to worry about, which is how does he defend flaming weapons here from the Matreiuss camp over here, as we are seeing the Throwing Axe. We're going to be able to take out some of those Murmillos here as well, as villagers getting targeted down. Grass and Groom sacrificing a handful of Murmillo here to attempt to pick off some villagers, as we do see this Gatherer does get sniped, as the army now for Grass going to be retreating away. They're throwing Axemen too much there to defend, as we do see a troll comes through onto this position. A couple of hero Murmillos are going to be enough to deal with this as well, though, as the villagers pop back over here, finishing up on the Walrus. Nice snipe there from Matreiuss on that cheeky Murmillo there, and then he just retreats back, as Grass going to continue pushing in onto this position. But the throwing Axemen are out right now. Grass has got to pull back. He's got to rethink his game plan here. He needs to get himself medium infantry, copper mail, bronze mail maybe even as well to help himself, as we do see a nice snipe here from Grass as well, but he does lose a Mamillo there for the cost of Ulfsark, as Matreiuss, he doesn't really mind there with that trade. So we do see a handful of Terma coming through here, can take out those throwing axemen that are kind of high-fiving each other, as Matreiuss not exactly sure where that's going. There are plenty of goats over here as well, so Matt can just pull back into his goats here for the timing. Does he have husbandry? It's coming through right here, right now, as more goats are making their way around the edge of the map here to move back into the main base. He has managed to steal all of them at this point, as the villager's going to pull in here, grab the remainder of this walrus here. He can pull back over here. He's eating this hunt. I would love to see Grass move forward, grab this hunt here as well, if he can, because he does have all the advantages here in this game. He's got all of the map control. Population differential is like this 30 population differential at this point. Longhouse coming in onto this location as well, as Grass pushes in. The villagers have to be pulled off of that wood line there. The gold on this position, only 500 gold left in this gold mine, so Matreiuss is completely fine here for this moment, as we do see medium infantry coming through. There's only a handful of Terma here. You probably need around 5 Terma would be my guess to deal with all of the throwing axemen that Matreiuss is going to be building here. Just 5. 2 is a nice start. Getting a couple more out is going to be nice. And then you just want to stop the Terma. So he's made a little bit more than he needs to here. Not the biggest of deals, but definitely stopping Terma at this point is 100% what you want to be doing. You don't want to get too many Terma in this game here, as we do see the Ursa have managed to find some stray Terma out in the middle of nowhere, sniping them down so absurdly fast, as Grass gets caught out brutally there. Matreiuss at this point, he's got himself 2 longhouses. He needs to get himself up an armory here and make sure he can get to the heroic age here in this game, as the villagers seemingly have been pulled back onto these berry bushes. Matreiuss spots them though. That's going to be 1 citizen going down. That's going to be 2 citizen going down, as well as the Mamillo coming through onto this position. Matreiuss is not going to care about any sort of losses here with 2 citizen kill. That's gigantic for Matreiuss. Why is Grassengroom in the middle of the map with no manners on his villagers? I do not know, but he is there nonetheless, as he takes a huge hit onto that position there. Is Grass still trying to put pressure onto Matreiuss into the main base? The Terma are here. He's got to micro those Terma to take out those throwing axemen. Matreiuss is having a really nice job of it with his defensive maneuvers, defensive positioning, and everything else in this game. Meanwhile, we see the Ursa taking slight fights here, as the Mamillo catching up, gets a little bit of damage, retreats away as the Mamillo comes through. You can continue to do this. This is really, really smart, as if you manually task your units to fight rather than the units that are moving in the line formation, then you can get a lot of good damage done. As we almost see the Ursa, they are able to push in onto this position, as the villager gets caught out here as well. Another citizen going to be getting taken out here on this location. Grassengroom gets caught out beautifully here by Matreiuss, as we see a Valkyrie spawn here. The unit's going to be able to retreat away. I mean, Matreiuss can just leave that Valkyrie here getting damage done. Meanwhile, more pressure onto this location. Over here, we do see the Ursa getting caught out as well. Nice micro for Matreiuss. Snipes down one of those Hero Mamillo. He's going after all of the Hero Mamillo here, as Matreiuss almost able to advance to the next age. Grassengroom as well, almost able to advance to the next age there, as Grass now going to be retreating on this position as well. Meanwhile, units pushing through over here, as the throwing axemen getting caught out by those Terma, but Matreiuss pulls back in nice timing there, as now farm starting to come out, and Bragi is clicked up by Matreiuss. After all is said and done here, Matreiuss manages to hold on in this game completely fine. He's able to get everything going. He's able to get to the heroic age. Grassengroom as well will be able to get to the heroic age, but Grass is on 9 citizen. I don't know if you guys realize how far behind Grass's economy is here compared to Matreiuss, but if you do some quick math, if Grass was on 10 citizen, for example here, he would be at 30 villages. So he's at 27 villages here. He's more than 10 villages behind Matreiuss, and Matreiuss is going heroic age at this point. What can Grass do here? Grass has to get a gold star at this point. He is full military. He needs to get villager kills. He is full military. He needs to get himself armory upgrades as well. I don't see any copper mail coming through. His army is full defensive here, as Matreiuss is simply put just healing up his low HP Ursa, ready to start pushing across the map, getting his flaming weapons utilized here. And Matreiuss now, eyes in the forest as well, coming in to give himself a little bit of a boost to those the Herso line of sight. As the battle boar pops out on this position, we do see a market coming up as well as Matreiuss. He doesn't even want to full commit here in the heroic age. He's like, I can just go Mythic Age here. I can just go hell. He's got the food income with the farms, the herdables here. He's got the gold as well with 200 gold remaining. Is he still building units? No, he doesn't need to build any units anymore. The herds are moving across the map, going to be distracting this army very, very nicely as the battle boar getting sniped here by those hero units. Matreiuss can just try and bring it back home to heal it back up, but he doesn't really need it. And we do indeed see hell is the god of choice here for Matreiuss. So he's going to, not only is he going to have a Nidhogg, not only is he going to have fire giants, but he's also going to be able to click the flaming weapons to boost his favor up here through the stratosphere as he's trying to force Grass back. Now, remember this thing is that whenever a Loki player hits the next age, it's like he gets a free line upgrade on his Herso. They go, if you're in the heroic age, it's like those Herso are heavy upgrades. If you're in the classic age, like they're on medium upgrades. If you're in the mythic age, it's like they are on champion upgrades, if not more than champion upgrades. So we now see Stymphalian birds are in for Grass. Grass here probably should be considering, he has left his gold mine here, he probably should be considering chucking some palace up here, in all honesty, to try and hold on. He's getting himself heavy infantry. He's still only on 9 citizen trying to take this fight. The throwing axeman doing some good damage here as well. As flaming weapons does get dropped, Grass immediately going to be retreating away. You have to remember that the Matreiuss here is going to have a lot of favor here. I think one thing that Matreiuss could do, which would be a little bit sneaky, but he could keep a battle boar training here to get himself a little bit more favor, or 2 battle boars training, and then he can continue to cancel them to get the favor limit pushed up, and then start the fire giant, cancel the battle boar, and he could potentially push himself above 100 favor here. As Grass pulls all the way back to the main base, the Stymphalian bird is able to take down some of these Valkyrie fairly easily. But the thing is that with Matreiuss now in the Mythic Age, with Matreiuss having access to a fire giant, the Stymphalian birds, they're just not that valuable. As we do see Matreiuss now pushing into the main base of Grass and Groom. A mountain giant spawn here. It's going to be huge to take out that hometown center. 1 citizen does end up going down. Now Grass and Groom is on 8 citizen here. He has got such a small amount of economy. He's not even trying to train citizen here. He's full send on the military, and he just has nothing left here in this game. The Stymphalian bird's able to take down the mountain giant here, or will be able to take down the mountain giant, but where are the fire giants? They're sitting back at this moment. Town center coming up for Matreiuss. He's got 3 fire giants waiting in reserve here, as it looks like Matreiuss is Nidhogg sitting on this position, going to be able to take down the villagers off of this location as well. The Herso retreating away for the time being here. Fire Giant still just happily sitting on this location, waiting for the town center to get up, waiting for the hill fort to get up. Matreiuss knows how far ahead he is, and that the only way he loses this game is if he gets gold starved. So there's no sense in rushing this. He will be sniping the manor over here, getting damage done all over the place. The Stymphalian birds do come into this position to push the Nidhogg off, as some random Murmillo coming through here to put some pressure down, but there is plenty of Herso here to defend. 1 fire giant going to come back here to defend against this. Is also a troll here which can deal with this. We'll see if Matreiuss realizes that hero Herso is the only real defense for this army, as he snipes that one down very, very fast. There, does he kill it? No, not quite, as the Murmillo will be pulling away from those fire giant, but what is left here for Grass? 80 population to 112, 130, 50 villagers here for Matreiuss, putting up the hill fort on this location as well. Fire Giant in defense here, as Granite Blood coming through as well for Matreiuss to boost those Fire Giants up by 200 HP. I believe it, yeah, by 200 HP. Such a huge upgrade to grab, as we do see the Fire Giants coming through here, pushing these units. Look at the damage onto those units by just 2 Fire Giants, and there's still 3 over here as well, as the Murmillo going to get sniped down there. He's not able to finish off that hill fort, as 5 Herso able to build this hill fort up, defend this gold mine. Another town center coming up here as well, as Matreiuss is like, I don't need to finish the game now. I just need to make sure that I don't lose here, as we see another manor coming up for Grass and Groom. The Fire Giants chasing the Stymphalian birds away. as the Fire Giants win that fight so easily. We see the units pushing across the map here for grass, but Matreiuss is going to be in position to get a huge amount of splash damage done here. Matreiuss not paying attention here, does turn around, boom, splash damage coming down onto those units. So much damage. They are so low HP now. There are so many units here for Matreiuss. Grass and Groom is wondering how he's able to pull himself back into this game, but in all honesty, he just cannot deal with these Fire Giants. The only way to deal with this Fire Giant at this point for Grass and Groom is the Lampede, and he's just not able to get to the Mythic Age here in this game. As a third town center almost up, we're starting to see the Fire Giant pushing through to take down the military barracks over here. There's no units here that can deal with these Fire Giants. Grass has got himself 72 favor in the bank, but just no resources to make hero units as the Fire Giant immediately targeting down those Stymphalian birds. As boom, one Stymphalian bird dead. Boom, Ursa coming in onto this position to take down the Arcus. All of those Murmillo falling as well as the town center gets up, and Grass and Groom, 9 citizens, 67 population, 1 town center stuck in the heroic age, decides to tap out against Matreiuss, who is able to convert the Loki win here in this game. Boom. What a game here from Matreiuss. Grass and Groom does the early game perfectly, in my opinion. He pushes Matreiuss off. He punishes the early Hall of Fames beautifully. But after that, there was no effort to go to the heroic age with any sort of like ferocity, get to that heroic age as fast as he can. He didn't defend his citizen here. If we take a look at this post-game graph here, you can see the citizen here. They get up to 9 here. They slowly creep up to 10, slowly creep up to 11 here. There's no effort to start the citizen really going. So after all is said and done, that early game, sacrificing some citizen build time, he did not need to continue doing that. He could have got more citizen out if he wanted to. The other thing is he didn't go for this hunt here. He went over here onto these berries. I feel like the villagers that ate the walrus here could have moved onto this hunt, thrown a mana down, eaten this hunt. He would have been able to get to the heroic age much easier, defending his base, get to the heroic age, get up palace, get himself heavy infantry, plus get himself the upgrades for his Murmillo here. And then you can start thinking about going Mythic Age to get Fanatics and get Lampede to deal with those Fire Giants. And then the game maybe could have been a little bit more equal, and we could have seen a potential comeback here for Grass and Groom, or victory for Grass and Groom. But he kind of got stagnated here with the effort of trying to kill Matreiuss in the classical age, which is just not possible. 2 home gold mines plus all the goats. Grass and Groom giving those extra goats over to Matreiuss also really, really hurt him in this game, which is what we were talking about at the start of the game, where Grass sends his oracles forward instead of trying to scout out for the goats around the corners of the map, giving them over to Matreiuss. Big mistake here. If you guys enjoyed this game, please consider hitting the follow on Twitch. If you're on the YouTubes, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next game.